Virtual wards come in. Kate Bradbrook reports.
80-year-old Brian Smith has a respiratory condition called COPD. In November, he contracted COVID, which led to breathing problems. He went into cardiac arrest.
I died. But apparently the ambulance bloke came in with a pair of scissors and cut all my clothes off and then started again doing CPR.
Brian was taken by ambulance to the Lister Hospital in Stevenage. He spent a week in isolation and then asked to go home.
Couldn't see the point in staying there. You know, I'm using up a bed in the Lister, which I keep shouting for. I can be on the same treatment at home that I am here.
The treatment looks like this. Brian and wife Marion were able to check his temperature, oxygen levels and blood pressure and send the data back via a tablet. Here in Stevenage, clinicians from the Hospital at Home service are remotely monitoring around 90 patients like Brian.
I'm going to send a message to patient whether she can repeat the blood pressure, and then I'm going to make a quick telephone call as well.
I think it is making a big difference because in hospital, yes, it's the right place for some people, but some other people you can decondition in hospital when you're in bed, particularly if you're an elderly person, you can decondition really rapidly in bed in hospital, and then it's difficult to discharge that patient without a social care package.
The remote technology developed by a private company is now being used by more than 20 hospital trusts in the UK.
The beauty of looking after many patients at the same time is that we can have specialists looking after specifically that patient group that they need to look after. In a hospital ward, you're not being looked after constantly.
This service is also reducing the burden on paramedics by treating patients who've called for an ambulance but can be looked after at home.
We will process them by sending the matron out and getting them onto our system for the GPs to assess.
Back with Marion and Brian, there's relief he's home.
While he was in hospital, it was playing with his mind a bit. He was hallucinating. He would have gone crazy in there. When he came home, he was back to his old self.
Yeah, I've got my own bed and I've got my own dog. Makes sense.
Kate Bradbrook, BBC Look East in Hertfordshire.
Well, it's obviously working there, Andrew, but the government's pinning quite a